She stood there, beaming up at me with all the hope of salvation pouring out of big, blue eyes like cyan halos framing the windows to a soul that's been saved and knows joy because of it. And all that hope came at me like a wave, breaking against me, stood there like an unlit lighthouse with my surliness, my damp cigarette, my empty lighter that just fueled my morning sickness. Not that I, as a man, be that by her maker's hand, my preferred understanding of simple biology, can carry a child. No, I'm just sick of mornings rousing me from the sordid depths of slumber to greet them, be they bright and sanguine with the promise of a new day, or dank and grey like it was as I stood there confronted by this beacon of hope. I, too doped up on cold medicine and cynicism to give a damn. She brandished in her steady hand a pamphlet bearing a familiar bearded face too whitewashed by history and by supposedly wise and allegedly chaste men to be convincingly Hebrew in origin. A figure surely tired from being bandied about on the marionette strings anchored in the gilded pages of a book of stories preached but not practiced, so often swung like a gavel, something he knew a thing or two about as the carpenter he was, and the carpentry he became. But as his paper visage soaked up the rain, she didn't see the exhaustion I saw, instead seeing the promise of something great, that those arms spread wide were not the repose of his demise, but an inviting embrace, and the tiredness in his face was world-weariness of those who were still trying to flee the flock. But I, against the clock, could only somewhat sorry say, "No thank you, I've no time for salvation today."